Hello and welcome to Ripley's Aquarium at Broadway at the Beach. I asked this fish right here what the deal was with the lack of stuff at the aquarium during this visit. Let me show you what I'm talking about. A little disappointed, so I'm going to gripe a little bit. So I go to Ripley's once, twice a year. Since it's in my backyard, why not? So I'm pretty accustomed to what they have, the quantity of their aquatic life, yada yada. During this trip, I noticed a lot of tanks were, dare I say, half full or missing a lot of the species that they typically have. And their major exhibit that they've been advertising all over town with billboards and flyers saying new exhibit isn't even open. And here it is. The Sloth Exhibit says Spring 2023 when you're in the aquarium after you buy your ticket. There is no indication anywhere outside the building or on the billboards or the flyers that are thrown out everywhere at the shopping centers, the Tanger outlets, things like that, that indicate that it's not open yet. I came here on this day expecting to see this exhibit. Nope, no dice. That's got to be extremely frustrating for, say, kids that get excited to see the sloths and then they're not here. It's a lack of transparency and honesty to the customer that really is quite offensive. This tank here typically is full of brightly colored fish. As you can see in this previous visit, there's many other species. A little lacking today, which is fine because they make up for it with quantity in this tank, so I'll give this one a pass. But there's other tanks, like this one for example. There's just the volume of fish that are typically there weren't there. There's an entire exhibit in the center of the aquarium where you could pet horseshoe crabs and a variation on a shark. Gone, that's it in the bottom left. The conveyor belt, the system that goes through the underwater section, not moving. This thing hasn't been moving for a while. So this tank also seems pretty light on the fish. A previous visit, exact same location. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I asked this guy down here what the deal was. He said he can neither confirm nor deny what's going on. My theory, I assume, just an assumption, that there's another location that's being opened up in the near future, and they probably took a lot of the stock from this tank, which is why it looks so empty, and shipped it off. Just a theory. If anyone knows for sure, comment down below, clarify, let us know what's going on. So if I were to summarize how I felt about this visit, is that it's a little bit of a bait and switch, because you pay a lot of money as a tourist, as a guest, to get into these four walls and see these attractions. And when they're slimmed down like this, and just non-existent, when we're talking about the Sloth Exhibit, even though they advertise it heavily, that it's a new experience, it just feels like they're lying to the potential patron that's going to be dishing out hard-earned money to have this experience. Same thing goes with these jellyfish. In this section, very light on the stock. There's usually twice as many jellyfish in that tank. Same with this one here. This is what it looks like today. And if I go back to the previous visit, look at how full the tank is. This is just one example of what I keep reiterating and I'm griping about. And there it is today again. So going back to the cost of Ripley's, if you're a standard family of four, 2 adults, 2 kids, you're paying $130 to peruse these exhibits, which even in the state they're in now, they're fine, but they need to let the customer know that their new, quote-unquote, new exhibit is not open, and maybe inform them that some exhibits may be going through some growing pains, some restocking, etc., etc. Be more honest and transparent with the guest. On a lighter note, found a pretty cool book about Myrtle Beach history in the bookstore. So there's the silver lining when it comes to the visit to Ripley's this time around. Hopefully the next time I visit, because I am a local, like I said, this is in my backyard, I will be back. And hopefully when I do come back, it will be a better experience. But until then, everybody take it easy.